Hi, I'm Mick Garris, and for this trailer from hell, we're going back to my days at the drive-in, the Aero Drive-In in El Cajon, California, for the Vincent Price classic Scream and Scream Again. Okay, it's 1970s, and here are all the makings of a classic trailer. You can't not want to see this. Here, a guy wakes up in his hospital room with no legs. You've got body parts. It's a very breathless, fast-paced trailer, and the movie is actually quite fast-paced and a little bit confusing. Vincent Price, great. Christopher Lee, double great. Peter Cushing, wait, who's that guy? It ain't Peter Cushing, and Peter Cushing is nowhere to be seen in this trailer. I don't know what they had in mind. But body parts, that's what this movie is all about. I remember it vividly from the late lamented Aero Drive-In where I grew up in El Cajon, California. Story moves along quite mysteriously and keeps coming back to this hospital room where the guy in the bed wakes up to discover yet another limb has been removed. It's a great gimmick, and it really keeps your attention riveted to the screen. But this is also a trailer that contains a lot of visual spoilers. But what the heck. Really, it tries to be too many things to be completely successful and is quite hard to follow at first. Jutta Stensgaard was a Swedish knockout, maybe best known to horny young genre fans of the day for Lust for a Vampire. She did lots of those cheesy carry-on British comedies that were so popular in England, but didn't cross the pond very well, if at all. It was directed by Gordon Hessler, who was born in Germany, raised in England, and in his late teens he moved to LA and was under contract to Alfred Hitchcock, where he worked his way up from a reader to a producer on Hitchcock's TV shows. He directed a lot of TV and several features, working for decades. This is probably his best movie, followed by Oblong Box and Cry of the Banshee. It's much more action-packed than most of its contemporary genre films and thought of as quite gruesome at the time, though it's pretty tame today. It's sort of a British take on an Italian giallo, if not quite so explicit and tawdry. The wrap-up does its best to clear it all up, but it falls a little bit short. It's a horror film, science fiction story, action thriller, vampire murderer, Frankenstein tale, and it's a would-be James Bond spy thriller all in one. Let's just call it an ambitious horror story. So you got all the top horror stars of the 60s and 70s, but where the heck is Peter Cushing?